Okay, welcome to the next portion of the course where we talk about adding products to our store. So let's go ahead and take a look at what kind of products we can add. If you go over here and take a look, we have a store button. And the store button includes a whole bunch of different features. The first feature is the products. And this is where you're going to choose to add your products. So just select add product here. And now you could see I have a bunch of products already added. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the products that I've recently added, such as the tennis bracelet. All right, so this is a product. Here you add your images, and even in the image previewer, they might be a little bit blurry here, but they're not going to be blurry when it comes to the actual product page. Because if we go back and we view the website, and we'll just wait for that to load real quick, we'll just hit wristwear here. The tennis bracelet does not look blurry at all. The image doesn't look blurry, even if it's larger. So it looks really, really nice. So that's something I just want to say before we continue on to the content. But basically, when you have a product, you can add images on the right here. You can create the URL handle, which is important for SEO purposes, right? You can add variations, edit categories. You can create this as a subscription-based product, right? So if you want to charge people on a recurring-based basis and send them the new product every single month or week or whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and take care of that here. You can give them a custom thank you page and ask additional information for the product, right? It all depends on you, right? Stock keeping. This is the SKU, the available amount of stock, the weight of the product, if the product is on sale or not, right? Sale price, the description of the product. Let's go ahead and head back here, and let's just take a look at the different types of products we can add. In this store specifically, we have all physical-based products, but if we hit add product here, we have a physical product, digital product. Digital product could be anything that's, an ebook, a course, any kind of file that's downloadable is going to be a digital product. We have a service here, so a service that doesn't require any kind of shipping information. Might be a membership style service, it might be a car rental service, it might be a massage therapist service, whatever the service might be. It might be a consulting fee, right? It might be, whatever it is, so a coaching, right? Then finally we have our membership. So our membership style product is typically going to be in the example of a course, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's just a place where people will pay a membership or a reoccurring subscription for something that is considered membership, right? So maybe it's a gym membership, maybe it's a subscription membership to a certain product, maybe it's a membership to a certain magazine, right? Whatever the case may be. So there's different products that you can add here. In this case, we added all physical products because our store actually contains that. And if we wanted to go ahead and just copy and paste a product grid on our website, we go over here to this Add Widgets button, and we look for the store icon. The store icon is actually sitting right here. So we just drag and drop it, and we can toggle the store icon with all the different features. So right away, you can select what kind of products. Do you want to choose the latest? Do you want to choose certain products or certain categories? So if we want to select certain categories, we would look through the different categories that we would have. In this case, we haven't selected any categories. So let's just go ahead and remove that feature. But you could see here, we actually have this done already. So there's going to be a few options. So you have the edit product section, the edit settings section, change layout, and the animation. So let's just go over the easiest one first. So the animation is just if you want this whole grid here to gain some attention by animating it. So let's say you want it to roll in, so it would kind of look like that. Or, if you want it to slide in, kind of look like that. Just remember that this might take up a little bit of space on your website internet speed. So the average consumer who's going to come to your website, if they see this, it could slow down their internet just a little bit, and that might bother them, and it might slow down their experience or make a more negative experience on the website. So I'm not saying don't make an animation, but just choose your animations wisely because they do take up some space in the virtual world here. All right. The next feature is the change layout. So if you want to change the layout, the look of it, right? So if you want to have image followed by text, if you want to have image followed by text on the left, right, or image with the text in the middle. So for example, you could see here we just have the images, we have the website preview here, and you take your mouse and hover over, that's when it shows the different pricings, right? Ideally, that's not a good idea for mobile, right? We want our store to be optimized for mobile first. So let's go ahead and go back to our change layout section. And the layout that I like the best is generally one that kind of looks like this, right? It shows the name, it shows the price of the product. It's all up there right in front of the customer. I like it to be somewhat unanimous or kind of uniform. So this little border kind of helps with that. You can change the image size ratios. So if you want a 4:3 ratio, if you want a 2:1 ratio, I think that's too small for me. You can have a 5:4, right? You could have a 9:16. Generally, they're all pretty decent. But I'm gonna go with the standard, the 4:3, or whatever I had before. So let me just discard here the changes, and whatever I had here before is going to work perfectly fine. So what did I have here? I had a 5:4 wide, so that's good enough for me. If I wanted a 16:9, I could go a little bit wider, but it will make the images a little bit smaller. Okay, so next we have the feature of our edit settings. So edit settings is going to be, how do you want to view the actual store? So do you want it to have a product padding? So like, what's the padding going to be looking like? What's the number of products in the row looking like, right? So for me, 4 products in a row, we want some padding, right? And we actually want to change the layout here. As I said before, this is my favorite layout, and I like the way that looks. So if we go over here on a mobile point of view, right, let's go ahead and preview the website, and let's just hit phone view here. Let's scroll down. You can see here, it looks pretty good, right? And it all looks pretty good. So that's what I'm going to be keeping for my store design. Now, if you want to actually view your store, just hit this little store button, and then what we're going to do, actually, let's go back here and let's go to pages. This is going to be easier, and just hit store here. And now what we can do is we can actually preview it a few different ways, right? So we can select a certain product. We can go back to our builder, preview it from here, select on our shop all button that you have right here, and this is what the built-in store is normally going to look like. So that's why you typically want to have a link on the header that says something like shop all or shop now, and that's going to just give you some more basic information for the customer of the whole store section. And they can toggle with what's available from A to Z, from they can toggle by price. They can toggle on what's released the newest. They could toggle based on price on the left. That's if they're on desktop. If they're on mobile, it will kind of look like this, right? And let's just take them to the store real quick, shop all, and it will kind of look like this, which looks really, really nice on mobile. Remember that our goal is to design a mobile-first experience, and that's because most of our traffic is going to come from mobile. All right, let's move on to the next lesson.